Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is July 4th, 2022, and this is episode 517. Today we're looking at 8 Billion Genies. This comes out from Image Comics. This is 2 of the 8-issue arc, and it came in at a whopping $3.99. This is a recommend, by the way, right off the bat. Let's get that out there. Loving this story. It's very unique. It's about everybody in the world gets a genie and one wish, and all the mayhem that ensues. And let's take a quick look to see who is working on this. We've got Charles Soule and Ryan Brown. Charles Soule is obviously the writer. Ryan Brown is doing the art, colors, design, and cover A. And cover B is by Andrew McLean, letters by Chris Crank, and the rest. So this is an Image comic. Our friend Charles is getting a lot of the money for this, obviously, which is great. I think it's doing pretty good. And this is kind of an image of what these genies kind of look like. They actually have a slight resemblance to the person that they're attached to. This issue had a lot more going on as far as we learn more about what the genies can do and cannot do. And we're talking about the first 8 hours here. We started on the issue 1, they had about 8 billion and 8 billion genies. Now we're down to, we've lost 800,000 people, and the genies disappear every time the wish is made. So some people have made wishes but haven't perished. Some people make some pretty crazy wishes and things happen. So we'll go through some of these. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth on this. Very interesting stuff. Our main characters are holed up in a bar in, I want to say like Chicago, but I'm not sure if that's where it is. It's some Midwest town, and it's kind of an unusual group. There's a band that was supposed to perform that night. There's a couple of tourists from China there. They have gotten lost. They went to the wrong place. They went to a place with a similar name of where they're supposed to go. There's a father and son involved. The father's kind of been miserable since his wife passed on and has hit the bottle pretty hard. Plus we have our very worldly bartender that has wished upon the bar. He wishes immediately that no harm would come to the bar or any patron within it, and that anybody made a wish within it would not work. So that's he's kind of like cut off the ability for people within his bar to do certain things. But as we find out, there is something attacking the bar. Someone wished for this gigantic car-eating robot. However, there's the bar underneath, and it's perfectly fine because the wish was to protect it. So you can see we can still have some of the wishes have not been done yet. And there's a love triangle going on in there. There's also cuts to different places in the world, and we see what's going on with that too. We find out that our bartender is actually a survivalist, and he has an underground area with all this weapons and storage. Says, don't worry, we can hold out here for a long time till things cool down. Many of the people are saving their wish. Some are already have been killed off before they could use their wish, but yeah, it's just a really good story overall. And you can see here they're arguing a little bit with some of the genies about what they can do. Now what's interesting is I guess it was either the son or the father wished for the dead mom and wife to come back, and she does. We've got a president that says, I don't want to use my wish, so he has his chief of staff use his to say that we're the most powerful country and that everybody should listen to us, all the other country heads. Well, it turns out all the other presidents, kings, and what have you, dictators, wish the same thing, so it nulls out everybody's wish on that. So pretty interesting little twist there. I like that. So you never know where this story can go. It can go so many ways. I mean, obviously it could have gone 8 billion ways, just depending on who was making the wish and what he focused on. So kudos to Charles for coming up with this concept. I'm really liking it. I've heard other people have liked it too. And so here we go. Here's an Inferno in Detroit. Apparently somebody wished for a lightsaber, like from Star Wars, but they didn't know how to use it properly, and they set the whole town of Detroit on fire. And the genies can tell them that, what's going on in Detroit? Well, someone wished for a lightsaber. Now, here's some of the other crazy things people have wished for. Unicorn that they could fly and ride. Turn into a giant Mario. Laser beam shooting robots. Just the whole thing. So they're staying safe. Now, there's, for some reason, I can't recall exactly what it is. Here's the wish for the mom to come back, and she comes back, and they think that's going to make everything great again, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a twist to this. Just a feeling. It's just too nice. Now, one of the Chinese tourists decides that he wishes for a suit that allows him to be impervious to all other wishes. So he can go back across, I believe it, like I said, I think it's Chicago. It might be Milwaukee. It's something like that. To go to the place they were supposed to go and let them know that they're okay. And he's got this suit now. He can do everything. I guess it can even fly. So he goes ahead and takes off. And right after he takes off, there's a knock on the door. And who should appear but Ernest Hemingway, Jim Morrison, and Dorothy. I'm not sure who this Dorothy is. If it's like Dorothy Malone, I'm not sure. I didn't look it up. But Dorothy's there too, so I don't know what the deal is, and he's asking for a drink. So they're going to have Ernest Hemingway and Jim Morrison at the bar now. So that's kind of a little interesting twist there, and here's just some more artwork, nothing story related that I can tell. I think we get the same thing on the back. There you go. Okay, so let's take a look. This is a recommend. I'm really enjoying the story. It reads really quickly, and it's fun. The art in it's good. The colorist did a good job. Well, it's Charles. Charles did the art and the color. Just well-written story. Very intriguing. And you think about how you would spend your own wish, right? Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Here is a trade. Curse words. This is Charles Soule as well, and Ryan Brown. So the art looks similar to what we just looked at. 760-page hardcover omnibus. God Hates Astronauts. The Omnimegabus trade paperback, and this has a number of people from Image working on this. Okay. Undiscovered Country, Scott Snyder's book, volumes 1 through 3 available. And this has just come out, Chip Zdarsky's public domain. I am reading it right now. It is good. So this is going to get a recommend for sure. I'll be reviewing it shortly as soon as I finish it and have time to do a review on it. So there you go. You get 2 recommends and 1 video. Above Snakes, Where Can Our Rage Take Us? I'm not sure what that's about. Hayden Sherman is the writer. Sean Lewis is the artist. And of course, this is the next exciting adventure in 8 Billion Genies. 3rd issue of 8. In stores July 13th. So that's coming up pretty quickly here. It looks like someone turned into a werewolf, if I'm not mistaken. So someone wished to become a werewolf for some reason. It looks like it's attacking perhaps our Chinese tourist that's trying to make it across town. So there you have it. 8 Billion Genies is a recommend. So thank you for stopping by and watching this YouTube comic book review. As always, please like, please subscribe if you haven't, please leave comments. We'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones wishing you a happy 4th of July. No big booms while I was doing this. The town next door, just like across the street, is Lawndale, California, and it is LA County Sheriffs, and there are very little policing. Let's put it that way. So there's been M80s going off all day long, so maybe you'll hear one before I shut this off. Maybe not. Anyway, take care. Have a safe 4th. We'll see you next time.